All right, this is Donald coming to you. Damn, I don't know why it's far short.
It seems like it's so far.
Yeah. That's hot, this bitch. Like shit is hot as a motherfucker. All right, this is Donald coming to you with an episode. Donald coming to you with another episode of Listen to Lose, L.O.L. With special guest today, I'm extremely excited to have him, Mr. Randall Hall, aka Booger. And that was the young name, and the reason why this is so special to me and why it actually goes in line with Listen to Lose, LOL, is because Randall, like many young black men, strayed on the wrong path, got himself into some trouble, found himself in some situations, and, spent some time in jail, quite a few years, actually. And when he came out, I mean, the dedication and passion that this man has, shown has been nothing short of special. So much so that I felt it extremely necessary to bring him on so he can share part of his story with you, but also for those of you who are facing similar situations where you may have went down the wrong path and you may not think that you have an opportunity to, kind of right your wrongs and get back on the right track and lead, kind of your best life. He's a prime example of this. So I want to, give him the opportunity to kind of talk and share. But, first just want to introduce him. Thank you for having you.
You're welcome, Big Cuz. How you doing today?
Good.
So, my name is Randall, CEO of Mind Over Matter. And I just want to sit down and just tell my story. Just, tell y'all how from the time I came from being incarcerated into now, 2012, this 2023. So, my whole 11-year path, it's just been a hustle. It's just been, successful, taking the ups, taking the downs, but I made it. I made it here with you, cuz.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing that I'm so pleased about is when you first got home. Unlike so many people, so many people come looking for, just like handouts. But you didn't want the handout. The only handout you wanted was the knowledge.
That's
like
it.
How can I get, to another level? How can I change my life? How can I right my wrongs? So I was so impressed with that, and you didn't have an ego, like you came out and you took, cooking jobs, whatever kind of washing dishes, whatever job. Like I'm paying attention to your hustle.
Facts.
Like, so most people come out from making money back in the day to say, nah, I can't do that shit. Like I gotta eat. I'm above that. But you came out like, nah, like I'm not above anything, and I'm above going back to where I was. So as a result, your hustle, your grind, your dedication to it was so different, which is, truly an inspiration. So, from what I seen, when you first came home, it was like, cuz, like, I want what you got. I don't know how to get it, but tell me and I'm gonna fucking listen.
Facts.
So many people, they will see somebody else doing their thing, being successful, and instead of gravitating towards them, being like, man, like, damn, like, how can I get where you are? Like, they will hate, they will do, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, they
like
will.
they'll be on some straight fuck shit, but yours was never that. It was like, all right, because like you tell me to jump this way, I'm jumping, and I appreciated that so much because it's like, man, we come from similar stories. You know what I'm saying? I just chose my, I just didn't get locked up.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
For real,
Honestly, I just didn't get locked up.
Right.
But at the end of the day, when I saw you on your path, I'm like, damn, man, like I want to help so many more of my cousins, friends, and everything else. But so many people, man, they look at success and they will hate on success.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I found out the easiest way to lose friends is to become successful. Because what happens is that when people when they now come around me, like I represent to them their failures versus representing to them their opportunities. You know what I'm saying? For you saw the opportunity like, damn, because like that's all I got to do is do different, be different, and I can get this. Like that's what I'm trying to do. You know, like everybody. Like you looked at me like I was your mentor, but I had other mentors. You know what I'm saying? One of my mentors told me, it's like, man, you got to get away from those people that got your problems and get around those that got your answers. You know what I'm saying? Which meant that so many of my family members had my problems. So many of the niggas I used to fuck with had my problems. So it's like, I ain't want those problems no more. So I had to, like, I got to separate. I want this. I want to be able to play with my sons in the backyard. I want to be able to go to the gym with my sons. I don't want my sons to have to come look at me through a window with a cell, you know, on the phone.
That's how I feel.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's how I was feeling.
But so many of us growing up, we don't have father figures in our lives. So we don't have a real role model. So the streets teach us.
Yes.
And the lessons that the streets teach us isn't necessarily the right lessons that we need to teach our sons. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I just learned, you know, kind of different. I learned from my father how not to be as a man and a father. Mm-hmm. And I wanted different. You know what I'm saying? And so all that coming back full circle, I'm just extremely proud to sit down with you and have an opportunity to showcase mind over matter. You know, your clothing line and it's just, you know, even going to your fashion show the other day, man, like I wouldn't have missed it for the world. And just sitting there just like, damn, like, man, like cuz did it. Like, and even though it's still a grind and a hustle and you ain't always there, like you so much fucking further than you was before.
Yeah. Facts. Shout out to Dominique. That's my partner. That's my road dog.
Yeah. So, you know, one of the things that I think a lot of kids and young adults or people that's in trouble, they need to know what kind of mindset did it take for you to have for you not to go back, for you not to, you know, for you to disassociate with that other side that, you know, led you down that other, you know, path?
That's a good question, cuz. So basically, you know, by me doing the time that I did, you know, I learned from it. Feel me? So when I came home, I already had my plans. I just had to market. Pop, pop, pop. So my plans was to get to the money. Mm-hmm. But if I don't want to hustle, I gotta find another option. You know, I had like 4 businesses at one time. You like, cuz, slow down. I couldn't. I had to find my lane. So basically what made me, when I step out them doors, was responsibility. Remind you, I'm coming home to grown kids. Not babies. Kids. So he just made me just work harder, cuz. Just work harder. I'm alright now. I'm good now.
Yeah, no, I mean, and
you know what I mean?
And it's a good thing.
And now.
And one of the things you just touched on, like, because so many people don't understand, because you went in, your kids was young. You came out, your kids was grown.
Fast.
How did that impact you?
In or out?
Both.
In, crush my life. Out, how to get focused. That's it. Because I'm in, I can't do nothing. But when I came home, I did something. So I had to pay attention. Oh shit, he over there getting some money. Let me go pay him. He ain't getting no money. I don't need to be around him. If you hang around broke people, you're going to be broke, and that's facts. That's facts.
So, but also we gotta add to that. You hang around criminals.
You're gonna be
You
a
gonna be a
criminal.
criminal.
Yeah,
you hang around niggas that want to rob motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You gonna eventually want to rob somebody.
Yeah, because you sat at the bar. You kept saying you want to drink, but you keep going to the bar.
You gonna drink.
You gonna get a drink.
And that's why it's so important for these young kids to really pay attention to their surroundings. Pay attention to the people who they give their time to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as when we was growing up, like honestly, like it was almost like some sucker shit for niggas to be going to school, doing shit the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because I was that kid that was on the fence. Like, I was that hard motherfucker that would fight and do all that other shit, but at the same time, I'm sneaking and doing my work.
Facts.
you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But so many other kids who were actually smarter than me, but they got caught up in the perception of what they thought they were supposed to be. They needed to be this tough kid. They needed to be in the streets. They needed to, as you know, it's so many motherfuckers that got life sentences for killing people that were straight suckers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They getting smacked and all that other shit, but once they start selling drugs, now they think that they gotta uphold this image. They gotta live this lifestyle that they really don't have to live.
And they definitely don't, cuz.
So
they definitely don't.
And that's what's important. One of the missions that I hope to accomplish, with the Listen and Lose, is to give people the opportunity to hear from people who've been through things and give them the opportunity to listen so that they can change their life.
Facts.
So that they don't have to lose, because there's so many of us losing right now. Is not even funny.
Yeah, but let me go back on that. You said so many people losing is not funny. You gotta think about it, cuz. People comfortable too. That's why they losing. You hear me? How can you get comfortable when you losing, bruh? It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
It don't make sense. Cause literally, to either sit back on the couch and don't do nothing all day, that's lame shit, bro. Facts.
And honestly, that's what happens to so many people. So many people get comfortable with just being okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They get in this situation and they feel like, oh man, I can't do no better. And this is this hood shit is good. Nigga, we both roach and rat infested apartments, seeing parents on some fucked up shit, family on some old fucked up shit. And nigga, I ain't like it. You know what I'm saying? I was in it, I got used to some shit, but my mindset was never, I was never there.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? I'm always thinking 16 with good hope ain't for me. Third and Livingston ain't where the fuck I want to raise my motherfucking kids at. You know what I'm saying? But for so many people, man, they see that's the way, and it's not cool to leave. You know what I'm saying? They get stuck, and it's sad because too, we don't have too many older dudes coming back snatching kids up, or even the kids don't want to listen. They think that, man, you did it, let me do it, let me find my way.
No, that is true, but now you got the older dudes coming home, bruh. They laws. So when they laws, bruh, if they hang around this person that's doing wrong, they gonna think it's cool. Especially if they getting, money, whatever. They just came home, they don't know. So, if he got too thrown up, they gonna think he balling.
Right.
But he ain't doing nothing for real, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody got to fit for themselves, bruh. We came from it, bruh. And like I say, man, the best gift I got is hustling, mo. I swear to God.
So, and honestly, when I look back at it, that was my gift to that grind.
Yes.
But the difference is, I looked at everybody who was on some doing shit the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even like I saw one of the things for me that really made me shy away from so much of the shit because I seen niggas doing so much shit to impress people that didn't give a fuck about them. I seen the niggas riding around with the 300Zs, with the BBSs. You know what I'm saying? Riding around looking cool as a motherfucker. Soon as they get locked up, they spending all their money on the chicks. Soon as they get locked up, the chicks fucking somebody else.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like they off to the next thing, and then them same niggas that was the kingpin drug dealers now they in Lawton or whatever sucking dick and turn fags, like all types of wild shit. So it's like, man, like that shit ain't really interest me. Like I'm seeing it like that ain't the life, because the one thing too, I saw it is like everybody had that instantaneous gratification mindset, which means that they all wanted it right now. Like they couldn't say that we gonna grind, hustle, and do the right shit for later on.
They want it right now.
They want it right now, and not having it right now
made the issue.
You know what I'm saying? So I adopted this delayed gratification mindset where, you know, I'd rather have mine long term for the long haul than to keep every time I'm having to look over my shoulders. And then especially when you realize like you doing all this shit to impress motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about you. Niggas trying to take every goddamn thing that you got. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's a mindset that so many of these young kids have, and it's being perpetuated through the music, through all of the movies that they see, and it's like that's the only way. And the reality is, man, we're so much smarter, we're so much more talented.
Yes,
when you have that hustle mentality and that the same skill set that it takes for you to be a hustler, a kingpin, is the exact same thing that it take you to be a corporate mogul. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like every business, I've been self-employed for the last 20 years, and all of my businesses, I've employed the same distributorship, wholesale mentality, like I'm selling weight. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? But the difference is I got integrity. I'm doing everything right. Like I ain't taking advantage of motherfuckers. So people fuck with me different. Yeah. And it's just a mindset. But it all started
from the streets.
From the streets. It's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm willing to take chances, and people be like, man, why are you willing to take chances? Nigga, man, I used to have to gamble to stay alive, to eat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the crap games at 11 and 12 with grown ass men
going at it.
You know
what
I'm saying? Like at 2 o'clock in the morning. But that's the way that we grew up. So that mindset is what carried me. But I also, in every situation, I paid attention to the good and the bad of situations. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, oh, this nigga doing that, but he getting fucked up like that. That ain't the way to do business. That ain't the way to handle shit. Like that ain't that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's about survival of the fittest. But you can't survive if you're not the fittest. If you're not the smartest.
Yeah. Gotta have a mindset.
You gotta have a mindset.
You gotta have a mindset, and you gotta have a plan. You gotta have a plan every day, bro.
Every day.
Every day. I don't care. Like, if you ain't doing nothing, niggas call this dude. Hey, Joe, need who? Like this. How we just put this together real fast. This is go with something big. But then see, that's the mindset that we got. We ain't worried about it right now.
Right.
Future. You feel me? It been 11 years, cuz, since I've been back, cuz. And every year I'm elevating, cuz.
And that's honestly
for real
how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
This shit get bigger than what it is.
It is. And then you get to the point where you helping others, you giving back. And the one thing that I've learned is like all of the fucked up shit I've ever been through in life was for a purpose.
Yeah.
And that purpose was to help other people so that I can relate, so I could do things. So I'm never looking behind me like, oh, what was me? Like,
Right.
this shit happened.
Right,
Nah, this
right,
shit was
right.
supposed to
Nah,
fucking happen to me.
no, for
You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to
real.
happen to me so I can learn this lesson,
Mhm.
and or I can be this blessing for somebody else later on.
Yeah.
And that's so I'm always with this positive mindset because I understand that this shit ain't just all for me. What I do understand is I got one motherfucking life. This motherfucker got an expiration date.
Yes, it is.
And so I gotta maximize every fucking minute of the day that I have. You know what I'm saying? And be happy on purpose. Happiness is a motherfucking choice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whether or not you succeed or fail is a motherfucking choice. It's based on how fucking hard you willing to work.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Big fact.
Like is what are you willing to sacrifice? So many motherfuckers want success, they want happiness, they see me, they got, oh, you got 4 cars, you got this, you got this. Nigga, you know how many motherfucking times I had to work? You know how many motherfucking times I'm flat on my motherfucking face with no motherfucking body to help me?
Because you don't show it, neither.
Right. Like, because no matter what,
Right.
nigga, I'm going.
Right now.
I'm going to figure this shit out. Like,
Right now.
right. Like, I ain't asking for handouts. I'm asking, okay, maybe somebody need to point me in the right direction, or I just need to latch on to a motherfucker that's going like, nah, man, fuck that. I'm going with you. Like, you going that way, that's the good way. That's what the fuck I'm going. But too many times these niggas want to take the easy route.
Yeah. But when they been doing that shit for so long, cuz they don't know they doing it because they been doing it for so long. I just think, cuz after 40, if you ain't where you want to be at, man, just go ahead and go to church and get baptized, bro. Go get you some suits, find your little full-time, part-time, and lay back. Not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but get out the way. Let everybody else eat, man. Everybody want to eat, man. Facts. Man.
But I think this too, though. I mean, you touched on a big part. You know, I with the spirituality side, I'm definitely, I don't consider myself religious, but I am highly spiritual, and I know that the reason I'm here is because of the connection I had with God. You know what I'm saying? Because
number one,
it was, I ain't had nobody else in fucking life to turn to. It was just me and God. And it was times when I wasn't walking. That motherfucker was carrying me. Like, come on, man, now we going. And I'm listening and I'm following. And I'm not questioning. I'm just, oh, this is what I need.
Right.
I'm going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it is important, too, that people establish that spiritual connection. You know, not just with people. Like, they need that spiritual connection for them.
They need
yeah, I mean, because in life is so fucking difficult. Every fucking day is problems. Whatever the fuck your biggest problem is today, it's going to be some more tomorrow. So you have to stay motivated. You have to stay encouraged in order just to deal with this shit on a daily basis so that you can smile and be cool. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much to all of it. And I think that people can really benefit from, you know, sitting down, other people. And that's why I say you listen or lose, because it's people that's already taken that route that you've taken.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They know what's the pitfalls, but if you don't listen to them, and every time, even like my son now, my 23-year-old, hey, I got to make all my mistakes. You made your mistakes. Let me do it. Right? And part of it is I feel them. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, you got to learn how to be a man. You got to navigate and figure this out. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, he has to listen. Because ultimately, the quicker you listen, the quicker you'll get to where the fuck you want to go. The longer it takes for you to realize that, man, like, you going down this one-way street, you going to crash sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? But if you can listen to a motherfucker like, hey, motherfucker, turn the fuck around. Let's go this way. This is the way to go. You get back on it. So I mean, everybody has to be their own person,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you have to listen. It's something called wisdom.
Yeah.
You get wisdom with with age and experience,
Yeah.
going through shit, and but with this generation, so many times, oh man, you don't know, you don't know, man. I think drugs are still drugs.
Yeah,
The
drugs
motherfuckers
are
still get you high.
Yeah.
You still go to fucking jail.
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you, like, when I came back, you know, got out of incarceration, like, my whole thing was trying to catch up. Responsibility. You get what I'm coming from? So I wasn't listening. I listened when I was in, because that's the only thing I was hanging around was old heads.
Right.
So I took that listening, came home, and got off track. So you can't get off track.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So they had to take my nanny to be like, slow down, tighten up, listen a little bit. Ever since I did that, it's been success. That's how I grew my business, by listening and meeting new people. You feel what I'm saying? It's alright in the DMV area, but if that car or that vehicle carry you else places, go for it. But see, that's when people realize, people today, bro, is that they so much in, they don't want to get out. Because they don't want to meet new people. You got to meet new people to order to grow your business, to do anything, bro. That's just like anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I already knew what I was coming home to by going through the institution lives from maximum, the minimum, the pre-release. Because you will see dudes leaving. I'm gone, man. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. 2 months later, they come back through the door. You like, bruh.
Right.
The box went dead on my ankle.
They always got excuses.
Yeah.
Always got
You know what I'm saying? So I learned. So when they offered me the box, I told them, nah. Because I see him coming back in. But I know me. If I'm supposed to do this, that, and that, I'm not going to do it, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? So that goes back to here. People don't listen. They can hit you with the and don't listen. Then you come back to them, not even 10 minutes, bruh. What I just say? Please, man.
Right.
I'm going to tell you, for me, working around so many Spanish people, if you ask a Spanish person anything, what they say? They don't know nothing you saying. At the end of what you tell them, they gonna say, So I asked a Spanish girl this. I said, why y'all say that? I didn't that. You know what she did, bro? Started laughing at me. She said, because we don't want to hear it. That's why they said, Because I'm just trying to figure out all these Spanish people out there, y'all say the same thing.
Right.
So that is going to tell you, man, like, they got to get focused, cuz. They got to get focused, man. Everybody looking at, oh, yeah, how much you make, how much this. It's not about that no more.
It's not.
It's about meeting new people, bro.
It's about your quality of life, you being able to set goals for yourself. And the reason, like, just to back up for a second, you said that you got off track and your nanny helped you get back on. One of the real reasons why you were able to get back on track is because you had a plan and a goal from the start.
Facts.
So it's extremely important that you have that goal, because we all gonna sway to the left or to the right, but we can get back on if we already know what path we're supposed to be on. But so many times people just wander through life with no plans, no goals. So it's almost like they walking in the dark. Like if you walking in the motherfucking dark, like you gonna eventually run into a wall.
Yeah.
You're gonna keep crashing and crashing. You know what I'm saying? But that goal is the light. You turn on that motherfucking light, now you can see the path. Now you just gotta get there. You know what I'm saying? So it's extremely important for people to, you know, really listen and in order for them to be the best version of them that they want to be. You know, like for me, like growing up, like I used to be mean. I wasn't the same. I wasn't this motherfucker that I am today. Right, I'm extremely proud of the person who I've become.
So I'm proud of you too, cuz.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I love you. I remember, you know, being going in Morton's one day when I was like 12, looking in the mirror, and I see this dirty ass little kid, and I'm like, man, like, and the kid was me. I was ashamed. And I used to be in class, I'm looking at what the fuck everybody else got on, I'm comparing myself to them and wishing I was them. Man, I don't wish I was no motherfucking body in this world other than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The best thing that I've ever learned was to love me.
Yeah.
More than anybody else. I'm the most motherfucking important person in my life. Because when I'm gone, my shit is over.
Yeah.
Everybody else can keep on going. But so every motherfucking day, I'm loving me. I'm secure about who the fuck I am. Like, I used to be insecure. People will say certain things and I feel a certain way. Now, motherfuckers, oh, this nigga think he conceited. Motherfucker, I'm just confident in the person that I'm supposed to be. Like, I ain't letting no motherfucking body.
That's the grow, too.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I had one lady told me, she was like, I told her I was from Southeast. She was like, what? You don't act like you got no hood in you. You lying.
Right.
I'm like, God damn, who the fuck she? But then I had to think about it. I was like, man, that's just how far God has brought me. That you can't see none of this shit. Like, I want to keep it like that because ultimately, I still got that motherfucker in me that don't nobody want to come out. Like,
that's a good thing.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So. But it's just a blessing of how far we can come if we willing to work. And like right now, my sole mission in life is to live out my life as happy as possible.
Facts.
At peace.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? When we were young, motherfuckers running to the fights. Now we run away from the fight. We don't want to see none of that shit. We want to be safe.
No, for real. Yeah. Like real talk. Real talk.
We see niggas at the gas station. There's 6, 7 niggas out there. We going to the other gas station. Like, before we jumping out, we see niggas in front of Langston Lane. We going to meet somebody. We going to, man, fuck y'all. Oh, nah. But now,
we don't do none of that. For real,
because we understand the dangers associated. When we were younger, we ain't care. Like now, we care. We want to make it to 60 and 70. Yeah, we know we can't make it doing that dumb shit.
But you know what though, cuz? Consequences too though, cuz. You feel me? Because I had all that money, I never thought I was gonna go to prison, cuz. Too much money. But that shit ain't matter.
It is.
That shit, and then when I was in, nigga, that shit was done-ish.
Right.
Motherfuckers had fun, but it's good. Success. That's when I sit back. Sometimes I'm in the car chilling. I go look at old pictures. Like, damn, nigga, you feel me?
But and I could tell you this too. No, even looking at the old pictures with the old life, with drug money, illegal shit, doing shit, it ain't no happiness associated with that shit.
I ain't even got no pictures of that.
Right. It ain't no happiness of that. Like, it ain't no fun. Like, you may. It's not fun always worried about if a motherfucker come to get you. Yeah. It's not fun having to walk around with your motherfucking gun. It's not. Like, it's not fun having the back end. And you know what I'm saying? So that shit isn't enjoyable.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? Like you
Swear to
can't
God,
just
it's
take
not.
trips. You can't just live. You always worried about like that shit ain't peace. Like
It's not, bro.
so I try to tell people, man, like with delayed gratification, all of the shit that you want, you can get. You just gotta work for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It may take time, but ultimately you will get there.
But time flying though, girl.
It's flying, but so with time flying, that just means that
You
motherfuckers
gotta
don't got
hop
time to waste. They
Yeah.
gotta do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta hop on that bus.
You gotta hop on the bus.
Can't let that
So
bus go past.
you can't let the bus go past. So
Can't.
we're gonna end it with that. You can't let the bus go past.
Can't let it
Time
go
is
past,
flying. This has been an episode with Listen to Lose, L.O.L. But make sure you check out the Mind Over Matter. Where can they check it out at?
Website, Mind Over Matter, a.bitcocktail.com. Mind Over Matter. Tap in. I just drop all the new gear on the website. I actually sat down and put the new gear on the website, so it's on there. Tap in, tap in. Matter of fact, cuz you got a short set right there, cuz. Let me.
You gotta say that website one more time because I missed that.
Mind Over Matter 8.bitcocktail.com.
Big Cocktail.
Yeah, cocktail. CARTEL.
All right, we're gonna have to get
Big
you a short.
Uh-huh.
Mindovermatter.com website.
Alright.
So, cause that'd be a lot for motherfuckers to remember.
No, not. Oh, they can just hit the QR code too.
All right, what's the Instagram?
Instagram is Randall Hall 8, Mind Over Matter 40.
All of that.
All of that.
All right, we're gonna shorten all that up too. So next time we're gonna definitely I'm gonna post it on the link, but then we're gonna shorten up some stuff to make sure that it's easy for you to find it because definitely it's been a pleasure. I love you, cuz, and I'm proud. What's
It ain't hard, cuz.
It ain't hard.
Mind Over Matter 8.bitcocktail.com.
Right.
That ain't hard.
I know, but
That ain't hard.
it ain't hard, but we're gonna talk
We're
about
gonna
it.
post it at the
We're
bottom.
gonna post it and we're gonna talk about it at the end.
You gonna post that at the bottom.
All right, we out.
We gone.